It's been a packed day for the world leaders here at the G20 Summit 2022, but it's been a hopeful day as well. On the first session of the G20 Summit 2022, President Joko Widodo talked about global economy, food security, and energy. And during his opening remarks, he highlights some points. The first point is the fertilizer problems that is happening in the world should not be underestimated. And this should be a problem that could be solved within the developed and the developing countries. The second point that he delivers is about the economic recovery. Indonesia hopes that the G20 members can continue to be a catalyst for inclusive economic recovery and to continue the work to produce concrete achievements, prepare funds to face the upcoming pandemic, as well as we learned a lot from the COVID-19 pandemic in the past 2 years. And the third point that he emphasized is about the war that is happening in the world. He mentioned that we must end the war. If the war does not end, it will be difficult for the world to move forward. And even before the G20 summit, President Joko Widodo has mentioned many times that he hoped this G20 summit will be a platform for dialogue for the world leaders to find solutions on what is happening in the geopolitical world right now. And on the second session of the day, where Jokowi lead the discussion on health and also infrastructure. He highlights that it's important for the world to improve the health infrastructure for the upcoming pandemic. So whenever something unprecedented happen in the health sector, the world is ready. And also he mentioned about the pandemic fund that has been a collaboration between the Ministry of Health and also the Ministry of Finance to prepare fund for the health infrastructure. And he delivered that Indonesia has invested 50 million US dollars into the fund and encouraged the other members to also invest in the pandemic fund. And after that 2 sessions, the president continued to have a discussion on partnership for global infrastructure and investment, attended with the U.S. President Joe Biden, and they talk about the infrastructure and investment, especially on renewable energy. There are some points that I highlight from what Biden delivered on the opening speech of the discussion. The first point is that the U.S. has officially launched partnership for global infrastructure and investment with the collective goal of mobilizing $600 billion in 5 years for quality, sustainability, and innovative infrastructure investments. And also that he has been working with Mike Bloomberg to co-chair and support investment for Indonesia. And they have been supporting Indonesia's effort to reduce emission, expand renewable energy, and also to support workers in the most effective way, especially for the workers that has been affected by the transition away from coal, with 20 billion US dollar has been prepared. And Jokowi also highlights the importance of the investment, but also to really pay attention on what the developed countries needed, and also to listen to the developed countries on what this collaboration means for the country as well. Back to the studio.